That escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
Smokes. Holy smokes. Holy shit. Holy something. We are back. We're back somehow. Somehow we're back. Oh. It's been forever. It's literally been forever. We're sorry. I don't need to continually tell you why I'm sorry or why we're sorry. Just a lot of stuff in this, I don't know. Technology is a pain in the ass, let me tell you that. And working with a bunch of people, still a pain in the ass. But before I go any further, my name is Alex Washington, a.k.a. Wash, coming in hot from Dirty Ass Basement Studios. You're listening to Deuces Wild podcast presented by Real Take No Holds Barred Sports. Again, yeah, we're finally back. People getting at me hard. Getting at Adam hard. When the hell is the show's gonna be back? Would you guys quit before you guys got ahead? No. Quitters never win. You know that. A lot of stuff going on. Life getting in the way. Technological shit getting in the way, most certainly. Adam and I are having a hell of a time getting everything going on this damn podcast as we speak. And speaking of that son bitch, let me bring him in at Real Silver Spoon on Twitter. His name's Adam Little. What's up, man? How you doing tonight?
What's up? Man, been a long time since we've actually been able to communicate this way.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell is going on, man. I've literally come inches from just blasting everything that we've worked hard on and just blowing it up with my fists because I'm getting sick of the technological part of this thing. I can't wait until we're big time. People don't expect it, but it's happening, and I get to hire someone to friggin' make sure that technology works. How about that?
Yeah, then all we have to do is show up, do work, go home.
I know. It's like, I mean, you know me. Like, I'm all about technology and all that stuff. But why is it something always has to go wrong right when it matters most? Always. Literally, something has gone wrong in the last 4 weeks, pretty much. Has it not?
Seems like every time we get set up, ready to do a show, get pumped up about it, and then nothing.
Yeah, literally. It makes
nothing works.
Makes it look so unprofessional, and I don't like that. I hate that. I know you're a perfectionist. I can't stand it, and I'm far from a perfectionist. So, we are back. It's not the live show. Live show will be coming back very soon. Not going to tell you guys when and gals when, but it will be back very, very soon. So, in the meantime, before the NBA Finals start, we want to do a quick little podcast. Hopefully, I'm not going to tell you the time because, well, jinx it somehow. Do a little NBA Finals preview because, and our predictions pretty much, because we want to get out everything before anyone else says that we copied someone else. I have not been paying attention to the world of the Cavs and Warriors. I have not been doing any I haven't been watching any preview shows on any of the four-letter network. Someone stole from us. Any of the big networks, I have not been watching any previews of the NBA Finals. I know what the hell is going on. You know what the hell is going on. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it for a little bit, and then we're just going to get on our way. But we want to get our predictions out before anybody else sits there and says, well, it was real difficult. I mean, it's no, not going to happen. We want to get the predictions out, and I got to kind of bring in a Celtics thing too. So I'm sorry. I have to. You know how it goes. I'm sorry. So, I don't know. Like at this point, when we used to do the podcast, we would face the nation. That's coming back. But let's just preview the finals. You ready to go on this? Let's get the show on the road.
I'm ready to roll.
All right. I know you've been patient. You've been pretty patient, which is rare. Impatient son bitch.
So, most of the time.
So basically, we know who's in the NBA Finals. Golden State Warriors meeting up with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Where is it? Is it in Golden State or is it in Cleveland?
Game one's in Oakland.
It's in Oakland? Okay. All right. So game one out in Oakland tomorrow, a.k.a. today, Thursday. What time are we looking at? 9 o'clock?
Yes.
9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So Adam basically wants to do kind of like a real five, like kind of what we used to do, top five. I guess it's kind of hard because our real five used to be like our top five things in a certain subject, like baseball players now and stuff like that. Mike Trout, Mookie Betts, da-da-da-da-da. He wants to do a real five on the NBA Finals, and I'm going to let him take the way on that once we get to it. But like I said, Thursday night, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, Cavs, Braun, Love, Kyrie. You got the Warriors, you got Steph, you got Clay, you got Draymond, and oh yeah, someone who wasn't there last finals, Kevin Durant, second best player in the world today. What do you think, man? I mean, obviously I'm not looking for the predictions right now, but I guess my question for you is, what are you expecting in this series? Because last year, you know how it went. You and I discuss it all the time. It was a finesse series, the first, basically the first 3.5, 4 games. Then once it started to get physical, that's when Cleveland took over. I mean, obviously the finesse team you're talking about, Golden State, shoots the ball early and often. And then once it started to get physical, started to get, rough around the edges and all that stuff, that's when Cleveland and LeBron took over, which is what their bread and butter is. So I guess I want to know, what kind of finals are you expecting from these two? Because this is round 3 now.
I'm actually expecting both teams to show up. I think it will be physical, which is an advantage for Cleveland, obviously. I just think that when LeBron got 4 fouls in that game against you at home, what was that, game 4?
We won.
I think it was game 4. He got 4 fouls at home in the first half.
Yep.
A lot of people, insiders around the league, and they made a big deal about it. So I think the refs are going to be a little lax on it.
I don't think man.
I don't think they're going to call the little ticky-tack fouls. I mean, obviously, there is a true hatred between these two teams. I mean, both teams, Cleveland talks about, we're going to give them the respect, they're blah, 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 blah. Draymond comes out saying we're going to demolish them or annihilate them or whatever his dumb ass said.
Yeah.
There's bad blood here.
This is probably the best rivalry in sports right now, would you say?
I would agree.
I mean, it's still fairly fresh. I mean, it's the third straight NBA Finals for these two teams.
I mean, it is right now until the Yankees get good and your team gets their head out of their ass.
Whoa. That is topic for another discussion, young fella, but I'm going to tell you right now, I'm only 2 games out of first right this second, okay? How many people have I talked to that are Yankee fans? There's a couple at work that said, watch these Yankees, keep going up. They got these young studs, they're all playing well, and then look at what's happening. Okay, yeah, they lost 10-4 tonight. It's starting to hit that plateau a little bit. I don't see it happening, all right? And meanwhile, while everybody's talking about my Red Sox struggling, which I've been a big part of it, I'm sitting there 2 games back in the AL East, which is the toughest division in baseball, so I'll deal with it.
Topic for a different discussion.
Thank you.
But I'm just saying, when the Red Sox and the Yankees are both good, that is the best rivalry in sports, in my opinion.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't
disagree with it. Just different players now.
I mean, there's a couple good ones in college.
Yeah, Duke UNC is usually pretty fun, but you were talking about LeBron.
But I mean, the NBA has been lacking a true rivalry since I think probably the Lakers and the Celtics.
Probably, even the latest Lakers and Celtics was pretty good in my opinion, but obviously in today's NBA, like you said, there isn't much of a rivalry. But LeBron and I should say Cleveland because it's been Cleveland, but Cleveland and Golden State has been very good, and it's been must-see TV even during the regular season too. So Having this be the NBA Finals again, which is pretty much what everybody expected, couldn't really ask for much more, as much as I hate both of these teams.
I know, and a lot of people talked about how boring the playoffs were, and there's no competition and all this. But hey, I just look back at the NFL playoffs. I didn't think there was much competition in the NFL playoffs, but it gave us a great Super Bowl. Gave us a great ending.
Yes, it did.
Even though it sucked for me, and it was great for you.
Yes.
The game was good.
The game was good once the Patriots started to come back. The game was not good to begin with.
Oh, the game was fantastic to begin with.
I would say, because there was no score after one, right? No score after first quarter?
No, I don't
think there was. But it was back and forth. We're waiting for the first team to strike. And then in the second quarter, that's when Blunt fumbled, I think. And then all hell broke loose. So at that point, I guess it was a good game. And then after that, it was terrible until.
In this series, though, there's so many individual matchups, and there's so many storylines with it. LeBron 7 straight finals.
Yep.
The Golden State Warriors adding second best player in the world.
That's interesting, man.
Draymond running his mouth.
Yep.
Steve Kerr, is he in? Is he out? Nobody knows.
Is the head coach of the Golden State Warriors a useless position?
It's pretty irrelevant.
Well, look, think about it. 2 years ago, Luke Walton filled in for Steve Kerr for the first half of the year, right?
Yeah.
And you were just talking about it yesterday. What did he go, 41-2 or something like that, or 42-1, whatever the hell it was?
Yeah, something ridiculous.
And then Steve Kerr finished up the year 40-2. I can't remember what the hell it was, but it was something ridiculous. And then you got this year, Steve Kerr's in and out all year, Mike Brown. So it was that's almost the most irrelevant coaching position in all of sports. Literally. The Golden State Warriors head coach.
True, but it's kind of you want everybody to be available, even the coaches.
Yes, I'll give you that.
And both teams, I think this is the first time that both teams are healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, 2 years ago, no love, and Kyrie breaks his kneecap in Game 1. Last year, Steph was coming off an ankle injury.
Yeah, he's got, what has he got, a right arm injury this year? He's wearing a sleeve on his right arm.
Yeah, I'm not paying attention to that.
Either way, both teams, considering, the 82 regular season games, and then they went 12 and
13.
So 24-1 between the two. Is that what happened?
Yep.
24-1 between the two. So looking at a lot of games. So both teams being relatively healthy this time of year is actually saying something. So if there's no injuries that happen in this finals, this should be balls to the wall altogether. There's no excuses for anybody. Everybody's, like you said, relatively healthy. Should be a good series, you would think.
They're both healthy, both coming off rest. I know Cleveland had a couple of extra days in there, but they're coming 6 days. There's no excuse.
Yep.
I think Golden State's on 9 days.
Enough rest for both of them.
I'm pumped. I'm ready for it to get going.
It'd be interesting. I guess from my standpoint, I don't really know what to expect because Cleveland needs to play physical. You and I, like I said, have discussed this ad nauseum. Cleveland needs this series to be physical in order for them to win, but adding Kevin Durant adds just a huge wrinkle to what Cleveland has to do because who's going to guard who? You got Durant, you got Steph, you got Clay, and then as much as I don't like Draymond, I think he's highly overrated, but he does a lot of things pretty good. Not great, but he does a lot of things pretty good. And then Zaza, whatever, cross him out. But either way, Durant can be physical, but he's more of a finesse player too. So, you can swing the ball around the friggin' three-point line. Someone is going to be open at some point. You can't just put a body on someone at the three-point line and expect, it to continually be physical because someone's going to friggin' drive to the hole and it's going to be wide open. It's going to be wide open layups. for me, I find it hard to believe that it's going to be physical. But I wouldn't be shocked, but I don't see how it can be a physical series if you add Kevin Durant to the elements here. I don't know how, but to me, that's basically only Cleveland's way of winning the NBA Finals again, is making it physical. I just don't see how that could possibly happen, adding, as you said, the second best player in the world. I just don't see it happening.
I mean, when I say Cleveland needs to get physical, it's not just on the defensive end. They need to be physical on the offensive end.
Well, yeah.
When LeBron,
the whole game needs to be physical. I get
when
it.
LeBron's in that mode of putting his head down and driving the lane, that's physical.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody's going to stop him.
I think Kyrie wants this to be finesse.
I think Kyrie is poised to blow up. He looked awful excited about getting ready to play Golden State, but careful what you wish for, young blood.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, again, he's not going up against, the Avery Bradleys and Isaiah Thomases of the world. I mean, I know Steph Curry is a very good defender, but Steph Curry could put 45 on your ass real quick.
True, but I mean, Kyrie had a pretty good series against your Celtics, and he was matched up mostly on Avery Bradley and Marcus Smart, who are both, I think we can agree, way better defenders than Steph Curry.
Yep, absolutely.
Like that's not even a comparison.
Correct.
I think they're both a little better than Klay Thompson out on the perimeter.
Yep.
So I think Kyrie could have a big game if he's knocking down shots. Is he going to be able to get to the lane? We'll see. I mean,
I don't see how. Like, I don't know. There's not a lot of people that could clog. Like, Zaza is going to be sitting there somewhere, but you got Kyrie is probably the most explosive player with the ball in his hands. He would think going to the hole, right, in this series.
Yes.
I know obviously LeBron's probably the most physical, can finish around the rim basically whenever he wants. Durant's basically the same way, but dribbling the ball and getting to where he ever wants to go, like I think Kyrie has got the advantage on anybody that's going to be on the floor at the same time as him. Where I see Kyrie having a big series is not necessarily in the scoring department. He'll get his. He'll probably average about 27 points per game. Where I could see him being huge this series and potentially being MVP, which he probably won't be, because if Cleveland wins, it's always going to come down to LeBron. But I would not be stunned in wins in this series for Cleveland if Kyrie averages damn near 10 points a game. I mean 10 assists a game. Basically because, again, he can drive to the hole basically whenever he wants. There's going to be people collapsing on him, so if he's able to find the Kevin Loves of the world who've been draining threes left and right, and especially the last 3 or 4 games, then you got Kyle Korver, who's going to be a huge boost for you guys. I know you guys won last year, but going to be, I say you guys, the LeBrons. Having Kyrie is going to be Korver is going to be a huge boost because, again, Kyrie can dish as he's driving the lane, and then Korver comes out of the corner and blasting threes. And same with Love, like I said. Richard Jefferson coming off the bench. JR can get hot at any time if LeBron's jumper is going. So where I feel like Kyrie can be even better is if he comes close to that 10 assists per game thing. And that's where I feel like Cleveland will win their games. LeBron probably getting damn near triple-doubles in wins and stuff like that, and he'll probably average one this series, but an X factor would be Kyrie averaging damn near 10 assists a game. And I feel like they'll win games because of it. It won't be just because of LeBron, obviously, but that 10 assist mark will be telling in this series. He averages 10. Cleveland will win the series.
Mark it down.
I believe that. He can score basically whenever he wants. He can shoot from anywhere. He can drive to the hole. He's a really good passer. He can finish around the cup. But if the guys around him are knocking down shots, he can average 10 assists. He's going to have to, in my opinion, because I don't think that Cleveland can outscore them. I know they've been hitting threes left and right, but that's Golden State's game, baby.
Another way Cleveland can win this game, like last year, Kyrie clearly outplayed Steph in the finals.
Yes.
If he does it again, Cleveland has a chance. If MVP Steph shows up, Cleveland's in big trouble.
Okay.
Because MVP Steph is scoring 35 a night and draining from 40.
Yeah. It's like it's so easy to pick one of the top 3 players on Golden State and say that this guy has to do good, this guy has to do good. I'm gonna go that direction. I feel like for me it's between Durant and Thompson. I think Thompson can get his. You talk about LeBron being Durant's kryptonite. I want to see how Durant plays, so I'm going to go Durant as an X factor here. I know that's real difficult to pick, a superstar in the NBA and in the world, but this is the biggest stage. The second time he's been here. He's more mature as an NBA player now. How is he going to do when LeBron's bodying him? How is he going to do when the game's close? Like, is he going to be one of the guys that's taking the shot near the end of the game? How is he going to respond to this? Is he going to keep playing like how he's been playing in the playoffs? He's been playing lights out. How is he going to D up? Is he going to be D'ing up LeBron? I don't see how or why he would, but who else is going to D up LeBron? Like, how is Durant going to play? I'm anxious to see how he does. I'm more anxious for the offseason, honestly. I'm just going to throw that out. We got a lot of stuff going on here. But honestly, I feel like Durant's an X factor here.
I have 2 X factors for Golden State.
What do you got?
Number 1, to me, is Klay Thompson. He's actually underperformed this year compared to what he's done in years past. I think a lot of that has to do with Kevin Durant there. He's not getting the amount of shots that he gets. Mm-hmm. So he doesn't really have a rhythm. He didn't perform very well in the finals last year.
Right.
He's been okay in the playoffs. He's still struggling. Mm-hmm. I think he's only shooting like 33 or 34% from three-point land, which is pretty good. But
as a Cleveland fan, I would be worried that Klay Thompson is struggling. Honestly,
so
as a Cleveland fan, I would be worried that Klay Thompson has been struggling because that's not going to happen this whole series.
Okay, and then my second X factor is Andre Iguodala.
Kind of the do-it-all guard forward.
Basically, it's all defense because offensively he is terrible. When he is on the floor, Cleveland will not guard him. They'll give him the Harrison Barnes treatment and let him shoot.
Okay.
He is the only one on that team that could possibly guard LeBron. I mean, LeBron averaged like 37 points against him, and he won the MVP of the finals.
You think?
I don't know how Iguodala pulled that off.
Do you think that there's a chance that Iguodala starts at the 5 or whatever, just gets on the floor, starts at a position?
He won't start there, but they will run that lineup.
Because that's what they did last NBA Finals, am I correct?
Yeah, something along those lines, but they were kind of forced to. Bogut got hurt and stuff, but they like that small ball because when they run that small lineup, it's going to force Cleveland to either take Tristan Thompson or Kevin Love off the floor.
Yep. Is Larry Sanders on your roster, for the playoffs? Was he?
No.
Okay, I was just curious. All right.
So for Cleveland, who are your X factors?
I'm going to Kyrie, and I know that's not really that hard. I'll pick a different one, but again, I'm going to go to Kyrie and his ability to pass the ball. I'm talking about Kyrie as a point guard, not as a scorer. I'm talking about him as a point guard. I feel like if he can average around 10 assists in this series, that Cleveland's got a really, really, really good chance to win because that tells me that if he's able to collect that many assists, that people around him are nailing jumpers, getting to the hole, getting easy layups, easy dunks. That tells me that he's more effective. You know what I mean? So that to me would be an X factor. Would be Kyrie Irving's passing. Like that's a big one. I'm gonna go to Kyle Korver. He was basically invisible in the series versus Celtics. Would you agree?
Yes.
I don't think I heard his name positively once that whole series. And it was painful for me to watch, obviously, Celtics losing. But I'm going to go Kyle Korver here, just basically because he's their best shooter. He's their best pure shooter. I know Kevin Love has been hitting plenty of shots, but to me, that's still not Kevin Love's game. I know he's drilling shots, but that's not his game. You know, you can go to your J.R. Smiths, you can go to the bench, your Imans, your Richard Jeffersons, and your all-time favorite player, not even LeBron, Channing Frye, can go there. But I'm going to go Korver just based on the fact that he can get hot at any moment. He can drill, 10 threes in a game. And that just puts another player on someone that's not LeBron, Kyrie, or Love. So I'll go Kyrie's passing ability along with Kyle Korver's shooting ability. I just think that's how Cleveland will win. That's what I really feel. What about you?
As far as Cleveland goes, I have 7 X factors.
Jesus Christ.
Number 1, Kevin Love.
Okay.
Kevin Love has to continue to play the way that he has throughout this playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like he is the most comfortable he has been since he's been in Cleveland.
Oh, I
like
don't
he's finally he kind of like got to that Chris Bosh point where he's figured out his role.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so if he just stays on that path, he'll be pretty good. Number 2, J.R. Smith. You got to show up at least one game. You know how J.R. Smith is. He's either going to come in and bang out 10 threes or he's going to go 0 for 7.
With 6 points.
Yeah. He's got to show up one game.
Okay.
Just one. And then I'm going to go with Cleveland's bench. Channing Frye, Shumpert, Korver, Darren Williams, Richard Jefferson. Mm-hmm. That second unit has to be productive when they get in the game.
Okay.
So, because I think that's the one advantage that Cleveland has over Golden State is the bench.
Yes, I would say Golden State's bench is a little thinner than it was in the last 2 years. The last 2 years that they've been there.
So, if they all show up, it's going to be tough for Golden State to win. Because, I mean, obviously the starters aren't going to all play 48 minutes.
Yep, I agree.
Now, granted, with 4 studs in the starting lineup, they could put 2 on the bench and keep 2 out there and not get blown off the floor.
Mm-hmm. Next.
So, I mean, that was 5 guys plus JR and Kevin Love. Those are my 7 X factors for Cleveland.
Oh, okay. Okay. I thought you had 7 reasons, and I was about to go to sleep.
No.
All right, so we're going to be wrapping this up here in a couple minutes. Why don't you go through your real 5? I want to hear your real 5 for this, and explain to the people what the real 5 is again real quick.
Basically, it's just my top 5, and I just made a top 5 list of the matchups in the series.
Okay. So we'll start from 5 and go all the way to 1.
Okay.
1 being your most important, I guess, or your biggest one.
Okay, so number 5, we kind of touched on a little bit, and it's the head coaches. It's Ty Lue versus Mike Brown / Steve Kerr, who's ever there.
Who has the advantage there?
It's hard to go against Mike Brown and Steve Kerr just because of what they can put out on the floor.
Yep.
But Ty Lue has used more of his team than Golden State. Okay. They've been in more competitive games.
Yep.
They've faced more adversity.
Yep.
Plus, Ty Lue, he won a championship last year. He already knows what to expect from Golden State, and he can counteract whatever lineups they put out on the floor.
Correct.
So, I would basically call that a wash.
Okay.
Number 4 matchup is going to be Klay Thompson versus J.R. Smith.
Okay.
And we just talked about it a little bit. Klay's struggling. J.R. is so unpredictable.
Basically, how I feel like I just said about Klay is if I'm a Cleveland fan, if I'm a Cleveland player, I am worried that Klay Thompson has struggled thus far in the playoffs. I think in one game, he had like 8 points or something like that, but they blew out whoever the hell they played, so it didn't really matter. But the fact that he's been struggling consistently in the playoffs, in big games, Klay Thompson shows up. This is the time to show up. I would be legitimately nervous to be guarding up with Klay Thompson. We know what the hell he can do. So, from a Cleveland perspective, I don't care who it is, the Cleveland playing dealer, I don't care. I would be worried that Klay Thompson's struggling because you know he's going to go off in a few of these games.
At least one.
I would say 2. I'm going to say 2, minimum.
So my number 3 matchup is the point guard matchup. Curry and Kyrie.
Yep.
And I can kind of throw Klay in that too because most likely Klay is going to D up Kyrie. Because
he's probably got a better chance of slowing down Kyrie than Steph does, really.
If it's Steph, Kyrie might average 45 in the series.
Yeah, he might.
Offensively, if Curry can knock down shots, I like his chances in that matchup. But like you said, Kyrie is really good at getting to the rim. Doesn't turn it over a lot. Steph killed it. He averaged like 4 turnovers in the finals last year.
Killed him.
Yeah. Like sometimes he tries to do these little show off things. I remember last year he tried like a behind the back pass to Klay Thompson and it just flipped it right out of bounds.
Yeah, because he's arrogant, and that's one thing I don't like about Steph Curry. A lot of people are like, "Oh, he's great. He's humble." Really? Have you watched him play basketball? I don't think you have.
Number 2, I have a 2A and a 2B. 2A is going to be Tristan Thompson on the boards.
Okay. It's your boy.
Tristan Thompson should average 25 boards in this series.
He'll average probably 13 or 14.
I was just joking.
I know, I got you, though, but it wouldn't be far-fetched.
Like, he should demolish them because of the way that Golden State plays. They have 4 perimeter players.
Yep.
Like, he should clean up on the glass.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that was 2A. 2B is Cleveland as a whole on the defensive end and stopping the transition.
It's a big part of Golden State's game, man.
Because that's another reason why I think Tristan can get a lot of rebounds, because I think Cleveland's going to do this, shoot it, and then get back. Because if Golden State gets the rebound, they're out on a break.
Yep.
And it usually leads to 3 points at the other end.
Yeah, someone's going to be open.
Yeah. And then the number 1 matchup is the one everybody wants to see. It's LeBron and KD.
Who got it?
I like LeBron. LeBron's the best player in the world. Mm-hmm. Kevin Durant cannot cover LeBron. He can't do it.
Nope.
LeBron's too big for him. LeBron can cover him on defense. The only thing that kind of worries me for both of them is all of the energy that they're going to spend on defense. Will it affect them offensively? If it does, the advantage goes to Golden State.
I agree.
Because they got 3 other people out there that can score.
Pretty much. So,
are you ready for a prediction?
Yeah, I was just about to say, with all that, I mean, what do you think? What's going to happen this series? You won't tell me. I've been basically begging you to tell me. You've been saying that if Cleveland wins Game 1, that Golden State's going to stop begging for mercy and just give up and bow to the king. You've also told me Cavs sweep in 4. Tell me the truth. What is going to happen, please?
June the 1st, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Cleveland Cavaliers will step onto the floor at the Oracle Arena in Oakland, California, and bitch slap the Golden State Warriors. Unfortunately for Cleveland, it will be the only game that they win.
What?
Golden State will win this series in 5 games.
What?
And that's painful for me.
Wow.
They're too explosive.
Are you basing this on the fact that they have Kevin Durant? Is that what it comes down to?
For them, that's a big part of it, because based on last year, what played out is Cleveland left one guy open. Well, the guy that replaced the guy they left open just happens to be the second best player in the world.
Okay. Okay.
Um, and,
I'm stunned. I'm really stunned.
and I put a big impact on revenge factor. I think Golden State was embarrassed last year,
3-1.
and they have been looking forward to this matchup again.
Okay.
So Cleveland will win game one, and then
Taking
to,
home court away from them, they're going to lose 4 straight?
not only will they lose four straight, I don't think they will be that close.
Wow. Dude, what is wrong with you? Seriously. What, are
It's
you
just,
okay?
I'm perfectly fine, but you know what it's like? It's like playing a pissed off Patriots team. It's like the Patriots losing a game. Do you really want to be the next team that they play on the schedule?
No.
No. Like you're just asking for an ass whooping.
Yeah.
Now,
I mean,
now,
I can't really.
now,
I can't say much.
am I gonna be upset if I'm totally wrong? Hell no.
No.
But
Cleveland's a 7-point dog right now on the road.
I just don't think that, like, especially what I saw again. Like, I don't know what was going on in Boston. Well, not in Boston because they beat the hell out of you every game in Boston.
Yeah.
But when they played you, the 2 games at home, I don't know what that team was or what they were trying to do because if they play like that, they might lose by 40.
Yeah, probably. I would say so. I mean, we're talking about the Celtics. And, I love my Celtics, but we're talking about the Celtics.
I mean, there was 2. I mean, basically, you really played one good game. You got like the second half
good game, and we played a really good 2.5, 3/4 ish.
I was thinking more like the second half of game 3 and the first half of game 4. So you put that together, that's one good game.
Okay.
Because you were down 20 at the first half of game 3, and then the second half of game 4 you kind of gave it away.
Shut up. I should be in the finals.
We'd be talking sweet for sure. Record margin of victory.
I'm just kidding. We're going to save the Celtics talk for some other time because I could literally go on about the Celtics for the next 2 hours. And I just don't have that kind of time. So you ready for my prediction?
Yes.
I, Alex Washington, hereby declare the Golden State Warriors the 2016-2017 NBA Finals champions. I, however, am giving Cleveland more of a chance than you are. I have Golden State winning in 6, and I feel like the average margin of victory is only going to be somewhere between 4 and 7, 7.5. Basically, we can throw the KD factor in there. I think Cleveland makes most of these games close. Like I was talking about, Kyle Korver is a huge deal in this postseason, honestly, and in the finals. I think he's going to be huge dividends for Cleveland. I don't know where Cleveland wins, honestly. I don't know if they win on the road or if they win whatever games at home. I just think there's too much talent in the starting lineup for Golden State. LeBron's going to have to exert a lot of energy, and I know he's capable of doing it, but I mean, to me, like, Kevin Love's going to have to play out of his mind. That bench is going to have to play out of their mind. And like you said, like, Golden State's got 4 superstars on their team. I don't even like calling Draymond Green a superstar. It's people, whatever. They got 4 all-stars on that team. If you need to give 2 of them a friggin' blow, you still got 2 legitimate all-stars on that floor. I mean, you take out an all-star, you take out LeBron or something like that, you got Kyrie and Love, and while that's fine and dandy, it's not LeBron James. So I just feel like the offensive star power for Golden State is just going to take over and win the series. I got Golden State in 6, but I give Cleveland a very good chance to win. If Cleveland wins, it'll be in 7 games like it was last year. But I got Golden State in 7, man. Sorry. Golden State in 6. Sorry. Whew.
Oh,
That's
but if
long.
LeBron pulls this off,
Oh, my God. You might die.
listen, to me personally, he's already surpassed Michael. If he pulls this one off, he better surpass him to everybody.
I don't know. I think a lot of it has to do with LeBron hate. I don't think anybody is willing to put LeBron in that Michael Jordan category because for whatever reason everybody really likes Michael Jordan.
I know what you're saying.
I never really liked Michael Jordan, but I still believe he was the best player in the world. This would very potentially change my opinion. I know LeBron is great and one of the greatest of all time, but if he can pull this off, I'm gonna probably have a discussion with myself in my head, LeBron or Michael. Right now, I'm still Michael. LeBron wins this. I'll have a hard time saying it won't be LeBron.
Listen, this is my theory on the LeBron Michael thing. LeBron and Michael is the exact same thing as Tom to Montana. And it's like when you start breaking down stuff, Tom is clearly better, but Montana apologists always go with he was perfect in the Super Bowl.
Right.
Brady's lost twice.
Let's not forget about all the NFC championships that Joe's lost.
Yeah. So when you start breaking down Jordan and LeBron, it always ends up with he was 6 for 6 in the finals.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter what LeBron can win the next 5 NBA finals, and people are still going to say, well, he wasn't perfect in the finals and Jordan was.
Sorry, man. It's just how it is. No one likes LeBron. I don't like LeBron, but I still respect what he's done for this game. He's played it right, so I would have a hard time saying he's not one of, if not the greatest, if he can pull this off. But that's subject to change. It's starting all tonight, today, whatever. It's starting. We'll see what happens. If they get blown out tonight, yikes. And they have a tough road to go. So you got anything else to say, man? It's time to close this thing up.
I'm ready to go.
All right, man. So why don't you tell the people where they can find this podcast and where the hell they can find us just on social media in general?
You can find us on Twitter. I'm at Real Silver Spoon. Alex is at AWash013. Find us together at Real Take NHB.
Not together, though.
Not together. Honestly, I couldn't tell them where you're going to put the podcast because I don't know because technology's all screwed up.
I'll just surprise you. I mean, when you hear this, you'll already know where it is, but you'll find it on our Facebook page and our Twitter page anyway. So I just put Adam on the spot just to fail. It's okay. It's okay, Adam.
It happens sometimes.
It happens. That's right. You can find Adam on at Twitter at Real Silver Spoon. I'm at AWash013. We're also at Real Take NHB. Find us on Facebook, Real Take No Holds Barred Sports. Shoot us an email, realtakenhbs@gmail.com. And that's it, man. We're glad to be back. We might do another podcast before we do the live show. Again, we'll let you know when the live show comes out as soon as we can, get this all pieced together. It's coming together slowly but surely. We're going to be back. We're going to be better than ever. Some newer equipment that's getting, basically installed into this whole shebang. Still got apparel, still got accessories right around here that we're, gonna get out to you guys. I know I've still been asked about it, but we'll get it out to you. Hope everybody's got a big weekend plan ahead. I don't know. This ending sucks. Whatever. Enjoy the NBA Finals. We'll catch you guys on the flip side. And most importantly, long live and prosper, biatch.
Deuces.